Indeed. Well, Europe's gradual lifting of lockdown restrictions is well underway. Now, to get to the next phase of recovery, governments are counting on testing, tracing and isolation to keep the coronavirus at bay. Economies already on the brink can't afford a second wave, and shattered communities can't withstand further losses. Evelyn Laverick reports.
A minute's silence in honour of the victims who've passed as a result of the coronavirus crisis. The moment marked the start of 10 days of mourning for Spain's 27,000 dead, the official figure, but the true toll could be far higher. Spain, like many other countries, is slowly returning to a new normality, but to get there, the watchwords all over Europe are test and trace. In France, both houses of parliament have approved a contact tracing app. Experts believe it will enable a more targeted control of virus outbreaks, but privacy issues are causing tense debate. The people of France are also nervously waiting to learn from Prime Minister Edouard Philippe what phase 2 of the country's gradual lockdown exit will mean. He's expected to announce measures that could pave the way for the reopening of cinemas and high schools and, most important, restaurants, where social distancing could prove difficult.
I prefer to wait a few weeks, maybe even a few months, to be able to reopen in serene conditions where we'll be able to welcome customers with a slightly reduced distancing. I have a bistro. It's a friendly place.
In the UK, while Boris Johnson's been sticking by his aide, Dominic Cummings, despite apparent lockdown infractions, his health secretary announced the start of the country's own test and trace system.
First, through testing, we hunt down the virus, finding out who is infected right now. And the next step is that through contact tracing, like detectives, the NHS clinician from NHS Test and Trace and the person who's tested positive work together to identify the possible movements of the virus, where it's been, and who else it might have infected.
The system relies on people self-isolating, whether ill or not, if they've been in contact with someone testing positive for COVID-19. It's a civic duty, says the government. But will a public, now sceptical over the Cummings row, obey? Evelyn Laverick, Euronews.